And I want to start saying hi, everyone. Happy New Year. This is our first weekly webinar or first Monday webinar of 2023. And I have with us Angela, and Angela has really good techniques for us to start this year, to start with the right foot. So I want to leave this here to Angela. Hi, Angela. Welcome.
Morning, or no, good afternoon in my area of the country anyways. Yes, thank you those of you who are joining us at the new time. We are going to be doing this webinar at 1 p.m. Central, and we're going to change that for now and see if we're able to catch more of you live, because we love having you live with us in the webinar. I'm looking at my front page of the webinar, and I see I put 2022, so I have to switch my brain over to 2023 as well. But we're so happy that you're here. Hopefully I can give you some great inspiration for planning your next month and this year that's coming up here, so that you can have a lot of success in your business. We're always trying to give you ideas. Obviously, it's your business. You decide what you do each week, but we always want to give you some inspiration to keep growing and moving forward. So it is January 2nd, 2023, and let's get started with our plan for today. So our agenda is we're going to do a little product spotlight about the Yoast favorite set. We're going to go over just some business tools of how to use that host rewards program again to calculate host goals. That helps us with regular spas and social selling or social sharing as well, when we are trying to encourage people to invite more and to have more success with their events or their spa events with us. We can calculate goals so that they have a number in mind. We're also going to talk a little bit more about our plan for 2023. I know we talked about that in our last webinar at like mid-December, but it's also important to revisit that a little bit. We'll talk specifically about personal sales goals. And then we're going to do kind of an overview of our tech tips that we've gone over for Facebook and Instagram, just to do kind of like a checklist, check-in, make sure that you have everything that you need, okay? And then we'll do our call to action and talk about our newest promotions as well. So just a reminder again, change your calendar, change your reminders that we're going to have this new webinar time for our English webinars, 1 p.m. Central, and hopefully we'll be able to catch more of you live. So just a reminder to update that in your calendar. And we wanted to talk about one of our top sets, right? Our Yoast favorite set, and how this can really help our business and help us kind of get people rolling with our company in general, right? When they are new to Yoast, or they're already in love with Yoast and they want to try like a whole routine, they want to have these products available maybe in their medicine cabinet for a lot of different ailments and symptoms and things like that. So we're going to talk about just a little bit what's in this Yoast favorite set and how to use it to power our business. So one of the products that we find in the set is Juniper. Juniper is great for sore muscles and aches and pains. I think of it as like a really good natural muscle relaxant. So when I get a sore back from being outside and working on something, or after a workout or before a workout, when you want to kind of ease that muscle tension, that's when we apply Juniper. It is a lifesaver for so many people. I know like my cousin has migraines that she gets from like tension that builds up in her neck and back, just from being on a computer at work and things like that. And she has said this has been a lifesaver for that as well, just in terms of like easing that tension before it becomes a headache or a migraine for her. Also, Body Balm is in the Yoast favorite set. That's great for bumps, bruises, bug bites. It helps stimulate circulation. So when we put this on before another Yoast body product, it also helps us get better absorption. So Body Balm, we know, is fantastic for a lot of different uses. It's very refreshing on our skin and helps with aches and pains and circulation and things like that. Deo Intim is an intimate wash that helps comfort and helps us maintain pH balance. This is great for postpartum, menopause, but also just daily use to keep everything as it should be. We also have anti-stress in this set. And I love this set because it has the big bottles of anti-stress in 31, which is, I think, important because so many of us use this daily. So anti-stress, you get the 10 ml bottle. Obviously, this is a blend of 15 different essential oils that help reduce stress and anxiety. This is one that I feel so powerfully when I get like a peak of anxiety. I apply that since it's a blend, we can apply it in small amounts directly on our skin. I just put a drop in the palm of my hand, apply it to my temples, behind my ear, nape of neck, and inside of my wrists. I rub to activate that aroma and breathe it in, and it calms your nervous system down like you wouldn't believe. It's amazing. So anti-stress, we get the big bottle of that. Also remember that the used favorites come with the 20 ml bottle of 31 herbal oil. So if you have people who suffer from tension, they get headaches often. For me, this is great for like even allergy symptoms and nasal congestion. If they have body aches and pains and you want them to be able to add this into their juniper cream or their arnica cream, this is something that they definitely want to have on hand. And I love that it comes in the big bottle. And think of it as like, okay, thinking of the price of this set, normally to get the big bottle of this, I think is like $44 retail, and the big bottle of anti-stress would be 42, or am I saying that backwards? 42 and 44. But that's, I mean, when you get these big size bottles of these awesome blends, like top selling blends in the used favorite set, you're getting them for a really good deal. So that's something to talk to your customers about, is like getting this set is a great way to try new products, but you also get a really good deal on them. We also in this used favorite set have our chamomile hand cream, which people cannot get enough of. I have this in my purse at all times to demo with people because they try it on and they're like, wow, I have never had my hands so silky soft and non-greasy. And that is also great for protecting our hands throughout the day. If you have people whose hands go through a lot of wear and tear during the day, they're, you know, like washing or they're outdoors and things like that. It's going to hydrate, soothe, protect our hands, and it's non-greasy. It absorbs really well into our skin. The Eucosol spray, we get the little travel size Eucosol spray with this as well, which is great for breathing more freely. It opens up our airways and helps reduce nasal or open up that nasal congestion. And then that is all of the products in this set. So again, you're getting travel size for most of them, but the big bottles of 31 herbal oil in anti-stress. So when do we want to use this set to power our business? What can we use it for in different ways to really help us reach out to new customers and get people excited about Yoast? So if you have someone who's brand new to Yoast and you're going to do maybe like a one-on-one shopping consultation or something like that, where you want to sit down and just share kind of like what is so special about this brand, what is so special about this company, and how can you meet a lot of different needs, take this set along with you to your one-on-one shopping consult so that you can show off all the different products, let them feel them and smell them and really get that full experience using this set. Also, if you have someone who's just new to natural alternatives in general, they're like, I kind of want to clean up my wellness act. I want to try something more natural. This is another great way to cover a lot of different needs with one set. If you have someone who's doing their consultant launch, like when I get a new consultant, I help her launch her business, and we talk a lot about these favorites, and we encourage the people who attend her launch event to buy this set to get started, right? So, and it's so easy to fall in love with all these products, and then those become our loyal customers who keep coming back. We also, a lot of us take these with us to expos, vendor events, things like that, because you will find if you haven't done a vendor event yet or an expo, you want to have kind of a limited selection of products out. Otherwise, it can get kind of overwhelming to our customers or the people that we're meeting, and we could kind of lose them in all the different products. So a lot of us like to take a Yoast favorite set along to these events so that we can talk about a lot of different needs. We can set our needs cards out next to all of these products, but we're limiting it to not the entire collection. We're not overwhelming them with a million bottles on our display. We like to have it kind of focused on this set. So it's a great conversation starter, and it helps us stay a little bit more focused. Also, like I said, take this to one-on-one shopping consults, because, you know, everyone's going to mention at least one of the needs that this set covers. So it's good to have something on hand that they can try right on the spot and fall in love with it on the spot. Like I said, chamomile hand cream, Eucosol, 31 herbal oil. And I mean, those are things that people feel, they put it on and they feel such a difference that they fall in love with our products immediately. One of my consultants that signed up with me last month or 2 months ago, actually, I met her at an expo. She tried the 31 herbal oil because she had a little bit of a headache starting, and she kept walking around the event and her headache was gone, like within minutes of leaving my table. And she came back, asked for information about signing up. Like, let them fall in love with these products. This is a great set to get started with that. And then one-click access is also a really important thing with this set, because you're able to sell a lot of products, but you can share one link to this set with someone and they can click on it, put it in their cart and make their purchase and they're done, versus going through and picking, oh, do I want this size or this size? Do I really want that one or do I want this one, right? Like it helps us just be able to be decisive and make that first purchase, especially with our new customers, in a really easy way. So please take advantage of this used favorite set, use it to power your business, use it to share with others, and you will, I think you'll really, really enjoy that. Please also, I'm just going to take a quick peek. Those of you who are unfamiliar with sharing a specific product link, just go to your personal website. I want to show you quickly how to do that. Go to your personal website and look up the used favorite set. Once you've pulled that up, you'll see this little red icon at the bottom that you just click and it copies a direct link to your clipboard and you can share that then with your customers. What I like about that is when you get it from this little red icon, it's sharing a tiny URL. So it's a cute little link versus if you were to go to shop and get it from your like the shopping website, those can be kind of long, right? So this is really easy. You just grab a short little link, share it with your customers and they can click shop, put it in their cart. Yes. So let us know if you have any questions about that, but please use the used favorite set to power your business this month. Okay, and also to power your business, we want to talk about motivating hosts and with host goals. So whether you are doing a typical spa, like a virtual spa or an in-person spa, or you might be doing social selling or social sharing where you have a host who's going to kind of do the promoting for you and earn their free product with their spa link. So whether you're doing any of those different formats, it's really important to motivate our hosts with specific goals. And that's usually based on, okay, so you want a free product. Here, I'm going to show you what do we need to do with your event in order for you to get that product for free. So in order to calculate that, we're going to use the Host Rewards Program chart, right? Like the benefits. You can find this in resources on your app if you look up host, like the Host Rewards in your app. And what you'll need is just these three different levels that we have, okay, 300 to 599 retail sales for the spa. That means your host, and three minimum orders in our spa, right? Always remember to keep that in mind. So this is our spa total retail sales, but we also require a minimum of 3 different orders in order for them to start qualifying for rewards. So 300 to 599, your host will get 15% of their retail sales from their spa, that amount in free product. Okay, so you'll just go into your spa manager, look at their spa stats, find the retail column and look at that number, calculate what is 15% of that. And that's the amount of free product that they're going to earn. Now, they also, the number of free or half price items changes as well with each level. So in this first column, they get one half price item. Okay, so then if they hit the next level, 600 to 999, they get 20% of those retail sales and 2 half off items. And if they reach 1,000 or more, they're going to get 25% of those sales, like at least $250 worth of free product and 3 half price items. One question that I often get is like, okay, can I use these towards sets or individual items, or how does that work? So when you go into this host reward catalog to actually process the host order for your person, you are going to notice that the free product amount can be applied towards individual products or sets. However, the 50% off is only applied towards individual products, not sets. So that if that helps clarify that, it's just good to let them know that as they're creating their wish list for you. Okay. Now, in order to get our hosts excited about their event that they're doing with you and really motivated to do great hosting duties of inviting lots of people, making it personal, really appealing to everyone's needs, we want them to share their enthusiasm about the products. In order to get them to that point where they're like, yes, I'm going to rock this spa, it's good to motivate them with a specific goal in mind. Just like we as consultants work best when we have a specific goal and vision in mind, right? So I'm just going to remind you, I think we did this a while back, like as a short little blurb, but we're going to go through it again just to make sure that we're all comfortable with the math that goes along with this when we're creating goals for our hosts. So when we have a host who, for example, you know they love the chamomile hand cream, and that's how you started the conversation with them about hosting a spa, right? Like, okay, so I know that you really struggle with dry hands, and I would love to get you the chamomile hand cream. I know you tried it the other day and you loved it. Why don't we do a spa event for you and see if we can get you one for free, right? So we know that the chamomile hand cream, the 100 ml, like the bigger tube, is a retail value of $40. Yes. So we're going to help our host plan you know, what is our plan for getting her that free product by taking that $40 that we want to put towards a free chamomile hand cream. And we want that to be 15% of their spa sales, right? So we do some kind of like backwards math here, and we just take the $40, which is the amount of the free product, and we divide that by the 0.15, that 15%. And that's going to give us what the total sales will be. It's kind of like backwards math, right? So when I do that, this means that this person needs at least 266 spa sales to get that free chamomile hand cream. We know that our minimum is 300. So they need at least $300 in spa sales and 3 individual orders. And then they're going to get their hand cream for free, plus something else for half price. So if I want to break that down and say, okay, let's do, oh, you know what? I put 42 instead of 40 on here, but that's okay. So let's say I want to say, okay, if you want to get your chamomile hand cream for free, you have to sell X number of hand creams. Then I say, okay, she needs 300 in spa sales. I'm going to divide that by how many hand creams she needs, right? So I'm going to say 300, and it's 40. I had the wrong number on here. I'm struggling with numbers on my presentation today. Okay, so 300 divided by $40 each for those hand creams that I'm trying to get her to motivate to sell. It is 7.5. Okay, so I want her to sell 8 chamomile hand creams, and then she gets 1 for free. Does that make sense? So we're just doing like easy division multiplication to find these different numbers. So that is how I would present it to my host. I don't make her do the math. I do that for her in the back end. And I say, okay, let's get you some free chamomile hand cream. We're going to sell 8 of them. We're going to really talk that up in your event, and then you get yours for free. Does that make sense? We kind of want to simplify it for them. If we throw too many numbers at them, they're going to be like, oh, that's too much information. That can be overwhelming. So try to make it really simple and to the point and help them get what they really want, which is their free product that they're really excited about. Let's do another example. Let's say someone is talking to you about wanting the used favorite set, and they say, I would really like to get that for free. So I want that whole set. We know that we can put free product credit towards a set in our host rewards catalog. And so we're saying, okay, we need them to earn $137 in free product. So I'm going to take my $137. Yes, that's the amount that I want her to get for free. I'm going to divide that. I'm going to first just check it with 15 and see if it fits in that first level. I'm going to divide that by 0.15, that 15%. Okay. And it's going to tell me, okay, she would need at least $913 in minimum spa sales. Now that would not fall in this first level of spa rewards. So I'm just going to cross that out and try again. Yeah. So then I'm going to say, all right, let's try that again with the 20% free product in sales. We're going to move to that second level of host rewards on our chart. And I say, okay, I'm going to take $137. I want that free product amount to be 20% of my total spa sales. So I take 137 divided by 0.2, that 20%, and that will tell me she needs at least $685 in minimum spa sales. So I tell her, okay, we want your spa to get to $685 retail. And if we're going to focus on the used set during her spa, I'm going to tell her, okay, if I take $685 in spa sales, I'm going to divide that by how many used favorite sets. We want to sell about 5. Yeah. So that just helps me make it really easy for her so that she has a specific goal. I'm going to have a spa. I'm going to sell 5 used favorite sets. If they're on sale, it might be a slightly different, right? Maybe 6. And that's going to get her hers for free. Okay. Take a quick peek at that math because it's quiz time. I want you to see if you could do this on your own. Yes. I'm going to give you an example. I want you to try it out and see if you can do it on your own or just take a screenshot of this so that you remember what my formulas look like, right? But let's say someone really wants the hand and foot care set. Yeah, they have achy feet, they're tired feet, or their feet are never happy. They're like sweaty and uncomfortable all the time. They want this set to have happy feet. Yes. So the host wants to earn this foot care set. The retail value of this set is $163. Take a moment and go through the math. Put me on pause if you're watching the replay. And see if you can figure out how could I give a clear, concise goal to my host so that they can earn this for free. I don't have anyone live right now, so I'm going to just pause me and do the math quick if you are watching the replay. And so what you'll want to do then, again, using those same steps, say, I want her to get $163 in free product. I want that to be at least 15% of the total spa sales. That would tell me I need over $1,000 in sales. Okay, so then she would be in a different category. Let's try that again. Let's say I want $163 to be her free product. I want that to be 20% of the spa sales, like looking at the second level of host rewards. That tells me I need a minimum of $815, minimum spa sales. Now I'm going to say, okay, how many foot care sets would we have to sell to her friends? If we're going to focus on that in her spa, we would say, okay, 815 divided by $163 each retail for that set. We want to sell 5 of those sets to get her set for free. If anyone's like, oh my gosh, I did not want to come to math class today. Sorry, but it's part of our job, right? So this can be really helpful. If you do this little bit of calculating, you are able to really power the spa in such a simple way for your host so that he or she is really motivated to do this easy, visionable goal, like a goal that they can visualize and really achieve what they want to with their event. So hopefully that's helpful. I know if you're like me, math is not our thing, but this is pretty simple, right? Like just a vision, we can handle that. So let me know if you have questions about that, but take a screenshot of this and just remember how to kind of plug in the numbers. Remember, sometimes you have to check the different levels of spa sales and use that to communicate clearly with your hosts. Okay, we also want to spend a little bit of time today working on our plan for 2023, because here we are, we're in 2023. And today we want to focus on how can we visualize our personal sales goals based on what we want to earn every month or what kinds of perks we want to take advantage of. And it's the same way we want to keep it like clear and concise. We do a little bit of math and we have a really clear goal ahead of us that helps us feel proud of our business and helps us to keep growing. So if I'm looking at my monthly personal sales perks, right? Like what is my monthly sales goal going to be? I'm going to consider what are the perks that come with each of those goals. So for some of you, you might be calculating, okay, I need $600 a month in extra income to pay this bill and this bill, right? Or I just want to get all the extra commissions or bonuses that I can. So these are the numbers that I'm going to focus on. I want to get paid the most for my money and efforts, things like that. So it depends on how you are, like what your why is for your business. But I'm going to give you a few examples of some of the perks of having certain numbers as your goal. So let's say your goal, your personal monthly goal for your personal sales is to sell between $100 to $499. Yes, so let's say your personal sales goal falls somewhere in there. I'm not going to put anything lower than 100 because we want to meet our minimum sales requirements every single month. Anyways, it's a way to keep our business active and moving. So I'm going to start at 100, right? So if you are in this range for your personal sales goal range, you're going to be earning 25% commission, which means, depending on how much of your personal sales is your purchases for yourself, where you're getting your discount versus getting paid in commissions, you can earn up to $124 more or less. Remember that you don't get paid separate commissions for consultant orders because they already come with our discount, right? Okay, and then the perk is, okay, you're meeting your minimum requirements to stay active. You're making a little extra money every month. Like for a lot of people, this is a happy place to be. They want their discount and they want to stay active. Yes. So that is one place that you might be. What are the perks of going beyond this now? Let's say your personal monthly sales goal is between $500 and $999. Yeah. For a lot of my consultants, like my first, my starting consultants, I'll say, let's try for 500 because it's manageable. Yes. But there are extra perks that come along with that. So let's talk about that. You're going to get, when you have personal sales of minimum $500, that includes things that you purchase for yourself as a consultant order and what you sell to others. You're going to earn 25% commission throughout the month, but once you hit that 500, right, that means that at the end of the month, you're going to receive another 5% bonus on your personal sales, which makes that overall like 30%, right? So that's an extra perk. Why not get paid a little extra commission? Yes. And that means if you were to sell that amount and get that extra bonus, you would earn up to, $299, almost $300 in the month if you were at the top end of that. Yes. and you're meeting the requirements to stay active, and you are making a decent amount of money. Like you can pay a solid bill with that amount of extra income, right? Okay, so for a lot of people, this is a comfortable range to stay in, right? They want to earn that extra bonus. And this is, like by having a couple events every month, by, posting regularly with their customer groups, et cetera, they're able to reach that. Then let's talk about the next range. For a lot of our leaders, especially, the personal sales range goal tends to be 1,000 or more. And here's why. And it's not just leaders, it's also this goes beyond leader perks, right? But a lot of us have a goal of $1,000 or more because of this program called the Wellness Ambassador Program. Tell us in the chat here on Facebook if you have heard of it and if you've already had that as part of your goal setting process. What happens with the Wellness Ambassador Program is that, okay, well, let's talk about this range first. Okay, if I'm selling $1,000 or more in a month, I'm going to earn my 25% regular commission plus that extra 5% bonus at the end of the month because this is over $500. I'm going to earn up to $300 or more in commissions. Okay, I'm going to meet my requirements to stay active. And now I can begin this process of qualifying for the Wellness Ambassador Program. So how does the Wellness Ambassador Program work? Here's the thing. You just stay consistent, $1,000 or more in personal sales, and you start getting free product credits. Let me show you how this works. It's very exciting. I love this, and it's very motivating for me as a consultant and team leader just to like set that as a goal for myself. So when you are a wellness ambassador, that means that you have earned $1,000 or more in personal sales, right? Like you've had over $1,000 in personal sales every month for 3 consecutive months. And then you start achieving these awards. So it's like a way to just help us get rewarded for being consistent and motivated with our business. So when you do that, $1,000 or more for 3 consecutive months, you earn a $100 product certificate for that 3-month consistency. And if you qualify, if that is your personal sales every single month of this year, 2023, right? Qualify for all 12 months of the calendar year. This is the document from last year, but from January 2023 through December 2023, you receive an additional $200 product credit for being consistent all year round. We also have an extension of that called the Wellness Ambassador Entrepreneur, which means these are people who are earning that $1,000 or more in personal sales every month, plus they're sponsoring a new consultant every single month, and that helps them become a Wellness Ambassador Entrepreneur. That comes with its benefits as well. So you can earn a $150 product credit certificate for every 3 months that you have 1,000 in personal sales and a new consultant sponsored under you who is active, right? And if you do that all 12 months of the calendar year, you receive an extra $400 product credit. And who doesn't love to go shopping with free product credit, right? I know we all love use, but we love it even more when we get it, when we earn it through our hard work and it's free. Yes, it's a great feeling. And there's also some additional awards for both of those levels when we're in part of this Wellness Ambassador Program. You earn a share in the corporate website revenue pool for each month that you qualify. You get a quarterly bonus payout. Now, in order to qualify for that quarterly bonus payout, leaders have to reach 1,250 to get those 3 shares. So it's a little bit different for leaders. Surprise rewards throughout the year for being part of that. It's kind of like this exclusive club of people who are working really hard every month. Recognition in the Superstars newsletter and the monthly leadership webinar. And in terms of the conference, so like the conference for 2024 now is what we're looking at. When you achieve that all month or all year long, your registration for the following year's conference is free. Okay. You also get special recognition at that conference, which is really cool. So there's tons of benefits. I mean, like I said, there is nothing wrong with having your personal sales goals in any of those 3 levels, but by setting your personal sales goals at 500 or more, you're going to be earning extra 5% bonus in commission. right? Or by setting your goal at 1,000 or more, you can qualify for this wellness ambassador or wellness ambassador entrepreneur benefits and get some free product credits for being consistent. So definitely look at that information. Again, you can find this by looking it up in the resources tab in your app, and you can look through all the details and set your goal for this year. Who's going to earn those free product credits? Let us know in the chat. Okay, and one last thing, since we're talking about team leadership a little bit, I just want to give you a quick reminder, those of you who are goal setting for this year, if you are trying to become a team leader, I'm just going to give you the summary of the requirements. To become a team leader and earn extra in your commissions on your personal sales and your bonuses for your team's performance. And I mean, they are great. Check out your career plan at a glance. Take a look at that. Like they are great perks to becoming a team leader. You need to have a personal sales minimum of just $500. Like that's the minimum that a lot of us push for more, but $500 minimum personal sales. And then your team, including what you're selling, should be at least 2,500 minimum. And you want to have at least 3 active consultants on your team. And when you hit all of those requirements, then you get your extra team leader bonuses for that month. So I definitely recommend looking more into that. Talk to your own team leader about those requirements and how to grow towards that goal this year. We'll try to talk a little bit more about that in a future webinar as well. And then the last thing we want to do today is just give you a review of social media tips for Facebook and Instagram of the things that we've been talking about, like the second half of 2022. So look at your social media accounts that you have for your youth business right now, and just kind of go through this quick checklist. Have you already created a business page in Facebook and on Instagram? Do you have a specific account for your business? And it's connected to your personal account. It's just like you toggle in between them on Facebook and on Instagram. Okay, so create those business pages. If you're not sure what to do, check in with us or check in with your team leader. Have you added a page name, like a cool title? Like mine is Self-Care Essentials with Angie Rodriguez, right? Like think of a page name that talks about your mission, your why for your business, and a professional profile picture. Have you included key information in the bio, like your personal website or your link tree, a little bit about the company or what your business is about? And have you linked your Facebook and Instagram accounts so that when you post Instagram story, it also posts on your Facebook story and things like that. I have those connected for my personal accounts on both and for my business accounts on both. So that can be really helpful. It's a good time saver to post in one place and have it show up in both. Okay, so just take a screenshot of that checklist. If you haven't done so, make sure you're doing those things so that you can keep your social media active and keep reaching out to the public about what you have to offer. Okay, when you're planning your content, like we said, try to create a calendar of content. You can have a routine of content. Focus on those pillars of community and connection, self-care and wellness, products and promotions. Some of your days could be like you're showing a need and a solution, showing which product would work well for that. You are demonstrating your self-care routine for something. You are connecting with your community. You're posting self-care, like memes or fun or humor, or they're sharing something about their own self-care. They're sharing experiences. Some days will be quick product demos or FAQs. Maybe you go live and answer questions that people have. You can talk about the youth opportunity presentation with your social media platforms. And when are you going to post about relevant holidays and how can you incorporate our products and our mission with that? So just try to plan your content in this balanced way. Also, we've talked a lot about sharing specific links and stickers to make our posts more interactive. You can get a lot of different material from our app. So by going into your app resources, current promotions and offers, monthly, weekly flash promotions, you can choose the web format, which is square, or the video and posts, which is rectangular, and get some of your content there, but also create your own so that your face is on it and it's more personalized as well. And also make good decisions about what you're going to post in different places. When you're posting to stories in Facebook and Instagram, remember those last for 24 hours, usually more spontaneous. If you're posting videos, they're 15 seconds or less, and it's good to post those daily to always have something up on your story. It's good to also make those more interactive. When you're creating posts, remember that those stay on your feed in Facebook and in Instagram. They're usually more planned out, and we usually like write a description with them that really brings the product to life and helps us connect it with our customers, with our audience. A good goal to have is like post 3 to 5 times a week, if you can't daily. And then reels are like short videos that we post. Those are maximum 90 seconds. And it's a good idea, again, to post those 3 to 5 times per week. So a lot of people are watching reels on TikTok, but also on Instagram and Facebook right now. And they pop up on their feed, just kind of like mixed in with the rest of their content. So it's a great way to reach a lot of people. We also wanted to talk about Instagram stories and highlights. Remember that you can post, you know, as you're posting Instagram stories, if you want those to be more permanent, you can click the little plus sign, where is it here? You can click on story highlight, and you can choose stories that you've already posted to Instagram and make them permanent on your profile, and they'll be listed here on your profile as like these little round icons that people can click on. You can put specific product links in there that will stay for a longer term, and it just kind of gives them like an overview of what you have to offer. So that's another great way to really beef up your Instagram profile. Like I said, we're also talking about interaction with stickers and stories. So anytime you're posting to stories, make sure, I like to post from Instagram and have it go to Instagram and Facebook. There are more options. With Instagram, you can click on the little sticker icon with your story and add a specific product link to any of the content. You can add polls, you can add lots of different options, so that people are interacting with your content, and makes it go up in its algorithm and look more relevant and get seen by more people. And then the last, you know, we wanted to talk about creating high quality posts. I've seen a lot of people just like posting random images and expecting people to react to that. And that's not a great strategy. We have to make sure that we are creating high quality posts that really draw people in and make our product come to life for them. So hook your ideal audience in, like, so you want to talk about a need in the first line, or a specific, you know, like a specific idea that's going to get people like, oh yeah, I kind of want to learn more about that. Then describe and tell stories, talk about, you know, the features of something or the benefits. Call to action, see it here at this link, or go to the email in my bio, or go to the link tree in my bio to see more. And always include 3 to 5 hashtags with your post. So especially on Instagram and Facebook, we want people to stay on our post and read, because again, it boosts the relevance in the algorithm. So we want to write something meaningful, informational with a call to action, so that people are staying on our content and getting helpful information from it. Okay, so please work on that, creating high quality posts, so that we're always bringing our posts to life for our audience. And the last thing is, remember, we've talked about using Meta Business Suite, which is an app that you can get to post. You can schedule your content to go out to Facebook and Instagram with stories and posts. So this is a really cool way to plan your content in one place, schedule it ahead of time, and have it go out throughout the month. This has been very helpful for the days like where I know Mondays are my heavy work days. The rest of the week it's kind of crazy. I can get a lot done in one day and have my business active all week long. So definitely check into Meta Business Suite. It's super easy to use, and let us know if you have any questions about that. So please take a moment to just do a quick reflection. What are some of the tech tips that have most empowered your business these last few months that we've been really focusing on them? What are some things that you still need? Please reach out to us and let us know what else you would like to keep learning, and we will do our best to always incorporate those ideas into our webinars. Okay. So this week's call to action is, we want you to be able to sell 2 sets or $300 this week. Start 2023 off with a bang. We want to set high goals for ourselves. Get this week rolling. We have great promotions. Take advantage of it and set some specific goals for yourself. Find a used buddy as well and share your reflection from 2022 and share your goals and plans for 2023. It's great to have someone hold us accountable for all these things that we want to accomplish. And again, as always, reach out to us with questions about anything that we've talked about in our webinar today.